IX's Radio. WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Jamel, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet,
and real extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
What we got coming up? Other shops is upstairs, so we down here by also now. We leave that up to Vito.
They gon' wonder how we still here, still on top. We used to build here, top 5, punching the clock. Running the field here, feels good coming around. After they hated, but now we run the town till we stuck in a wheelchair. We all share visions of hope and tell stories with dreams. We get the mixing like we giving you dope. And now we in position weekly, all access, extremities, ENT playing on our axis. Politics, top 40, building community from the X, applying that pressure, promoting unity. Loyalty, education, love and support. Dope music, enough to feed souls, food for thought. This type of loyalty cannot be bought from a city where being real just cannot be taught. Listen in and you just might learn with Mr. You already know. Welcome to the return.
Now at 11, we're following breaking news. A rap star on the rise killed during a violent home invasion in the Hollywood Hills this morning. The music world is in shock as police search for the shooter. Welcome to CBS 2 News at 11 and streaming on CBS in Los Angeles. I'm DeMarco Morgan.
And I'm Jasmine Veal in for Suzanne Marquez. Pop Smoke was known by some of the...
Gotta watch your back out here, niggas be strapped out here. Keep on moving and I never trust a soul. If you are my bro, then be my bro, don't switch the code. I'm tryna have that one in the front with 6 souls. That's real goals, gotta stay low and move cautious. Pray to God that he got me through the darkness. Tryna be a lot to see mansions and move cautious. I'm talking big money, investors and endorsements. When I think about my niggas dying, yeah, I get nauseous. Said I'm done with taking losses. They don't know how much it costs us. Tryna be your bosses. CEO up
now,
in that office.
Breaking news overnight. Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle shot and killed outside his home.
These are some of the things that come with getting the nigga gotta lay low. The niggas they gon' try you. You can get the money, but nobody gotta know. The others they be lurking, they can put you on the floor. These are some of the things that come with getting the nigga gotta lay low. The niggas they gon' try you. Eyes wide.
And now, a deadly ambush in broad daylight.
He was approached by 2 armed...
Trying to catch me from the blind side. Trying to catch me from beef, I'm treating it like 5 guys. I gotta cook all lights, bitches prime time. Yeah, hey, flexing up that end zone. Dancing up the field off that intro. Going off that endo, I'm gifting extendo. Don't know what I've been through around here. Since a youngin' bitch, I've been grown out here. Demons, they hauntin' out here. That's why I gotta keep it tough with me. Fuck niggas try and fuck with me. Yeah, black sheep ain't no luck with me. Bill ain't a thing called pills, put it up. Get the money, but nobody gotta know. The haters, they be lurking, they can put you on the floor. These are some of the things that come with getting the nigga gotta lay low. The niggas, they gon' try you. You can get the money, but nobody gotta know. The haters, they be lurking, they can put you on the floor. These are some of the things that come with getting the nigga gotta lay low. The niggas, they gon' try you. Man, it's a cold world.
My man just died, just had a baby girl. Joy turned to sadness, these niggas ain't thorough. Hating they blood, these niggas ain't real. Make me wanna grab the steel. Gotta watch your back cause they be creeping. These niggas be hating for no reason. I'ma be the nigga, end up squeezing. No, I'm watching and I'm breathing.
You can get the money, but nobody gotta know. The haters, they be lurking, they can put you on the floor. These are some of the things that come with getting dough. Nigga gotta lay it low, the niggas, they gon' try you. You can get the money, but nobody gotta know. The haters, they be lurking, they can put you on the floor. These are some of the things that come with getting dough. Nigga gotta lay it low, the niggas, they gon' try you.
Thing is, like, if you have too much fucking ice cream, you're not gonna want any more ice creams. If you have too much of me, you're not gonna want too much of me. You gotta have too much of sweet.
Economics is the answer. Empowering people economically is how you really impact. But I don't know if it's about dropping a bag of money in the hood. I think it's
By
about
plan, I just mean it's God's plan. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not like I'm overthinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking. It's just happening.
And you're having fun at the same time.
And we just doing it. You know what I'm trying to say? It's our life.
That's right. Yes, indeed. Worldwide, we are X-Tremitiez ENT. I am your host, Jose Rivera. My other half is out in Pennsylvania right now with the Immortal D Smoking Company. He's going to log on in a few minutes. You already know. Shout out to DAVON Franklin. Shout out to Big Al Williams. That's right. The president of our Access Radio, the man that makes the real business become true business, because without this man ain't no real business. I'm telling you, because that's all it is, homie. He puts you on, gives you the platform. He allows you to expose your music, your talents, and everything that you need. All you got to do is log on to our Access Radio. And if you want to connect directly right now, throughout the next hour and 55 minutes, please call him 347-708-0216 and speak to Al or Jose Rivera. And as soon as Don Franklin comes on, get with him as well. Tonight's guest is a return person. That's right. Our family owned came out with a new track. He got some videos to drop as well. Hondo Vega. That's right. He's going to be coming in from Puerto Rico. Yes, indeed. You know, we got people out there that be making moves and been sending us stuff lately. A lot of videos we're about to put up in the coming weeks. Some new projects. We can't let them go now because the projects aren't, you know, on board yet. But once they hit the billboards, they says, yo, you can use them. I said, all right, good looks. But aside from that, we got some great music videos from some talent that's always checking in. And we also have a great delivery that's going to be provided when DAVON comes on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but hopefully we get to at least get 30 seconds with one of the camp. If not, my boy Terrence, D-Smoke himself. But you already know what we're doing. It's all about showing love to each and every person worldwide. Shout out to Khaleesi up in Canada. Shout out to Bishop out in VA. These people are already checking in on the crazy. Shout out to Junior in Orlando, Florida, checking in right now. Thank you. Checking in right now. All you got to do is go on to the iAccess Radio site. And if you don't get on through there, you could get on through Boxcast, Twitter, Twitch. You got the Roku TV, the Fire Stick. You know, it's great to be a part of an organization that provides a multifaceted amount of promotion, because promotion is what gets people everywhere. So we're going to go right into some news right quick. And it talks about how Trump responds to McConnell over Republican National January 6th statement. So, as you know, Trump, Mitch McConnell, at the very least, started going at each other. But now former President Trump lashed out at Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell on Wednesday, which is today, a day after McConnell issued a strong rebuke to the Republican National Committee for it is attempting to reframe the deadly January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol as legitimate political discourse. Let me give you my view on what happened on January 6th. We were all here, McConnell said on Tuesday. It was a violent insurrection for the purpose of trying to prevent the peaceful transfer of power after a legitimately certified election. The blunt assessment from McConnell, one of the most powerful Republicans in Washington, drew lengthy statements from Mr. You-know-who himself, Donald Trump. The former president railed against McConnell and President Biden alike, repeating his false claim that the 2020 election was stolen. Trump's debunked election conspiracy theories were in the basis for the January 6th Stop the Steal rally that preceded the assault on the Capitol that day. Mitch McConnell does not speak for the Republican Party and does not represent the views of the vast majority of its voters, Trump said. He did nothing to fight for his constituents and stop the most fraudulent election in American history. And he does nothing to stop the lawless Biden administration, the invasion of borders, raising inflation, unconstitutional mandates, the persecution of political opponents, fact-finding on the incompetent and stupid Afghanistan withdrawal, that giving away our energy independence around the world. And it is because of that fraudulent election, he bails out and goes with Biden. Oh, man, Donald Trump is really tripping. That's what's going on. You know, he feels that Mitch McConnell flipped once again on him, and he's not giving him the support that he wants. You already saw that the former vice president himself stated that he was not going to make a decision on overturning it himself, even though he is the vice president is usually the House of Representatives president when coming to the final decisions on votes and should a bill get passed or should an election allow a recount of votes, stuff like that. It happened several times, like with Al Gore after Clinton and versus Bush, but Gore decided not to go through the whole thing because he himself was the person with the gavel. So he was like, you know what? I'm a political science teacher. I'm gonna go back to education. Well, this is what's been going on in politics since then. Since that time to now, the Bush and Gore voting and election, which eventually George Bush Jr. won, going into 9/11 and all. You already know what came out of that, and then right into Iraq. The Republicans have gained this certain power when it comes to the military attacks and actions that are to be taken. Whereas when a Democrat steps into office, they have to prove to the country that Democrats are just as good at making decisions when at wartime. Because the whole thing about war, it takes money. And people believe on one side of the aisle that if there's war, it creates jobs. I don't understand how that even makes sense, but this is their way of thinking. On the other side of the aisle, they're talking about healthcare and how it affects the low, poor to poor. You heard how I said that, right? Low, poor to poor, and so on, middle income status that you have. All this plays into this fight that's going on right now. All this jargon that I'm speaking is given to the fact that when there is a Republican figure soon to return to the United States, even after an insurrection, he may be president again. You have his top aides going at him now, his own vice president and Mitch McConnell, because they scared that if this man comes into office, there will be another civil war. They themselves know, they acknowledge that. So pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Stop getting caught up in all the nonsense that's happening around you and giving into your addictions, because you're relapsing into something that's not allowing you to pay attention to what's going on around you. If you don't watch Sunday morning news, or if you don't look at CNN with their views and then Fox with their views, and all the shows that they have on both sides, because each show is owned by either Republican Party or Democratic Party. You won't know what's going on because you're stuck on your Instagram, you're stuck on your Facebook, And these things that are being done to us, because they affect our money every time we go get our paycheck. You see a new tax, or you see something different going on in your neighborhood, or you see a new business, and you're like, how is this happening? And literally, you know that the Republicans or Democrats are making these decisions, and if you don't pay attention and listen, just take at least a half hour to listen to what happened today during the day. You're gonna see there was either a new bill introduced, or there's gonna be a redistricting, rezoning of districts, so it could divide, a certain area. Now you have a lot more people that are working, and then over here you still have people that just hang out, and then over on the far left side, 2 blocks down, you got people that are working and making a nice amount of money. That's how they're defining the Bronx and Brooklyn, Manhattan right now. Excuse me, all 5 boroughs. It's a different form of gentrification, because if you're not educated well enough, you won't know the system, and you won't know all the community meetings you have to attend, which what I'm telling you right now is all a trickle down effect. When they go straight up to the top tier people arguing amongst their own party, the money that you're promised that's going to go to your districts and all, it gets held back. You see what's going on with the Republican Party? A lot of those states that Trump has signed stuff off on right now is being held back, not because the Biden administration, no, because of the own Republican Party is having to end fights. All right, listen, it is what it is. Pay attention, look at your paychecks, and always know what's going on in your neighborhood. That's why I'm mentioning this right now, because if Trump comes back in and he has his own party looking at him like, yo, bro, I'm not supporting you, then if something else comes out of it, pay attention, because you don't know the next thing that can happen once you exit your door, going to the supermarket, paying more for meat, or even trying to just take your kid to the park. They're going to start charging you to go into your own park. And it's not a joke, because they do it down south. Like when you want to go into the state parks and go chill in like their little beaches or whatever, like a place in South Carolina. I think it's called Huntington Beach. You got to pay like $17 just to go in there. There's a bunch of woods, but it has a beautiful back part where it forms into a beach, and it's not man-made. It's actually quite unique, and it's dope. And they got fish, and it connects with the ocean. It's nuts. It's actually nuts, but you got to pay money, and that's owned by Republicans, even though it's a Democratic state. I hope I'm making sense to people, because this is what's going on in your neck of the woods. All right. Moving on from politics over to criminal justice. There was a man arrested after allegedly raping a fellow passenger on a transatlantic night flight from Newark. A 40-year-old man has been arrested after a fellow passenger alleged that he raped her on a transatlantic flight from Newark to London. The British man is alleged to have forced himself on the unidentified woman, a fellow passenger who he didn't know previously, while other passengers slept on the nighttime United flight last week. A spokesman for London's Metropolitan Police confirmed that the officers were there to arrest the man when the flight landed at Heathrow early Monday morning. He has been released pending an investigation. The shocking incident took place as the Sun News reporter got contacted by 2 passengers who was seated like right across. There was like, yo, that woman don't look right. And she looked like she was very distressed. She told the flight crew about the alleged attack, allowing them to contact the police in London. The man was arrested and taken to Heathrow police station for questioning. That's crazy. You can't even go on a flight anymore overseas because you're going to get raped. How disgusting is that? Okay. Salute to the people over there in London for locking him up, but he's been released. So what does that say? Think about that. A person got raped on international waters, not waters, in the air. And we're going to speak about how you pay for air too, and you don't even know it. So all this politics that's in it. But if a person leaves from Newark, New Jersey to London on a whatever type of bus it is, because that's what it is, it's a huge bus. And everybody's sleeping. Everybody's got to be like knocked out. They must have put some type of gas on that plane or whatever, because if a woman is getting raped and no one is listening to this, what is going on? Think about it. On a flight, but then they let him go. Could it be power, or could it be that the story is under investigation? Because if possible, with drinks and all on the flight, one thing could lead to another as well. I mean, think about it. Why would they release a rapist on an international? That's Interpol. Think about it. You're in London, you do something in between the United States and Europe. That's Interpol. That's not, and the U.S. Marshal. Where were the marshals? Why wasn't there a marshal on that plane? Why the London police had to come in and arrest that person? Huh? Think about it. And a spokesman for the London police says that, yeah, the woman was raped. 2 people hit us up, hit the Sun Times, and then police try to keep it on the low. They didn't want to have the bad publicity. But then the Sun Times got a quote about it. Then they hit up United Airlines, who confirmed the woman alerted the crew to the allegations, allowing them to inform the authorities. Our crew called ahead and notified the local authorities as soon as they became aware of these allegations. We will cooperate with law enforcement on any investigation. All right. So now they're just saying he's on suspicion of rape. They're not even saying he raped her. So that's why he was released. Okay. Now you know what's going on with international waters. If you get locked up and then you get released, how is that? How is that even possible? How is that even feasible and allowed to occur? A rape in air. A rape in air. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know, but something's not right there. And then you get released. All right, now we're going to go into a quick sports story, and then we're going to take a quick commercial break, and hopefully our buddy will be joining us out from Philadelphia because he had to find a spot first and then relocate so he could link up and come on the show. We have an opinion. New Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel doesn't owe anyone an explanation about his blackness. In February for Black History Month, USA Today Sports is publishing the series 28 Black Stories in 28 Days. We examine the issues, challenges, and opportunities Black athletes and sports officials continue to face after the nation's reckoning on race 2 years ago. When I saw that Mike McDaniel was hired as Miami head coach, and the scarcely ugly racial twist the hire started to take on social media, the first person I thought of was my daughter. The McDaniel hire. The subsequent conversations focused on the central question: what is Black? And it comes at a time in American history when race is everything. It's always been everything, but the influence of the white nationalist party and former president is still strong. Exactly what you and I were just talking about, ladies and gentlemen. He inspired a group of mostly white supremacists to storm the Capitol. Not coincidentally, hate crimes have risen in recent years. In other words, the uglier parts of racism are making a comeback, like the hockey mask wearing Jason from Friday the 13th. It's impossible not to put the McDaniel story in this context. As for his girl, she is the dream of his daughter, smart, funny, and stunningly good athlete. His daughter, like McDaniel, is biracial, and she looks white with the straight blondish hair and blue eyes. Her looks, combined with his dark complexion, have led some to strategically say racist things at different moments when they were in public. Since apparently people don't know how genetics work, they think that a white woman thought that her babysitter and thought that her driver got together with the chauffeur, and they asked, is that what really happened? You guys had a threesome. These people are crazy, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I don't even understand why they're going to this point where they're publishing stuff like this on one of the most beautiful months of the year. All right, because black is beautiful. I don't care what no one says. It's always been, it always will be, and this is where we come from. Okay, when you want to look at the beginning of life and where everybody is originated from, we're all originated from Africa. Okay, and then we spread out as population grew and people start moving to colder places, and the skin tone became lighter. All right, and then European. There's a whole history behind it. We could do it on another show, but I hate the fact that on Black History Month you see stories like this where the NFL should actually have, at this point, in my opinion, they should have at least 15 head coaches that are African American, at least, with all the contributions over the years and how the sport even became to be a billion-dollar industry is because of our African American brothers and sisters. So cut it out, NFL, and do what we do when it comes to being right and not going by the ways of the white, because it's not official when we have a beautiful world. You know, the world is bigger than what you think. You got to get out of the city. You got to go take a trip to another state, and you're gonna see how things are different culture wise. You know, when it comes to just being, in a conversation with someone else with a different mind frame. You know what I'm saying? You could share ideas, and you see that the world is actually filled with individuals who have beautiful minds. Okay? Learn to appreciate and give love. Because we here at Access Radio, our Access Radio, that's what we promote. We promote love. You know, and every month we go out and we talk about topics. And we appreciate the support of the community. And whenever there's information to be provided, we're going to speak on all topics because this is Real Talk Radio. All right. So happy Black History Month to all my brothers and sisters, and to every leader who has made a hit on history to change the world for a better place. There's so many people we have to mention. And we're going to do that. We're going to do that on another show. We're going to do a special show, DAVON and I, before the month is up. And you're going to see how we appreciate, and we're going to educate everybody. It's going to be a great show. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, the Super Bowl is coming up this Sunday. You already know what is going to happen with the Rams versus the Bengals. You got Joe Burrow, who is the only second-year quarterback to make it to the Super Bowl at his age and only be in the NFL his second year. On the other side, you have 12-year vet from Detroit who is now in Los Angeles along with Odell Beckham. Okay? And Odell Beckham's about to get a sick contract. He's going to get something like $15 million a year, as per Shannon Sharp. You got Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is known to be prone to throw interceptions versus Joe Burrow, who's been a gunslinger. He'll run, he'll throw. So maybe Cincinnati may have a chance because the way that they're playing with their defense is it's reminiscent of the old Pittsburgh Steelers. But the quarterback is something out of this world. And now you have Matthew Stafford, who, when he was at Detroit, he had one receiver who he loved. Everybody knew him until he retired, Megatron. And Matthew Stafford has been on the losing end for many years with the Detroit Lions. Now you have Matthew Stafford in the Super Bowl with a team that may do well this Sunday. But don't be upset if there's an upset. If you're placing bets, be careful. I don't promote it, but if you're placing bets, be careful because Cincinnati may cause an upset and Vegas is already leaning heavily on the Los Angeles Rams. Now, just to close out before we go to commercial break, we're going to talk about Roger Goodell on NFL's history hiring black head coaches. We have to do a better job, he said. Inglewood, California, on Wednesday today, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell talked about diversity and inclusion for the 32 head coaching spots in the league. You remember what I just said 5 minutes ago? If I had it my way, at least 15 head coaches would be African American. He spoke about evaluating the Rooney Rule and bringing the independent evaluators to look at why the league hasn't hired more black head coaches. He said he wants better results. It was hard to take his words too seriously since he acknowledged the first question at the pre-Super Bowl news conference last year was about the same subject. Actions will matter, and Goodell should, when discussing the opportunities for black coaches during the latest head coaching cycle. We fell short of that by a long shot. Goodell said he was satisfied with how many black coaches were interviewed, but he said that they aren't being hired at a high enough rate. Of 9 openings in this cycle, the Houston Texans hired Lovie Smith, who is black, and the Miami Dolphins hired Mike McDaniel, who is multiracial. We want to see this as a better outcome, Goodell said at the SoFi Stadium campus during his annual Super Bowl media conference. We want to see black head coaches in the NFL and people of color and eventually gender. So it's an inclusive process and hopefully an inclusive outcome. All this is after Brian Flores versus the NFL at the forefront of Goodell's address. The NFL had a few headlines leading up to the Super Bowl week that had nothing to do with the game, but the lack of diversity among coaches when the main topic came up. Goodell started his media conference by discussing the topic after NFL Network host MJ Acosta-Ruiz asked a few opening questions about it. Usually Goodell starts his media conference with positive statements about the Super Bowl and about the league. But this time, he was dead drawn with a look on his face and said, we just have to do better. There is no excuse. So we'll see what's going to happen from now to next year. And hopefully, the NFL does better. Sports is changing, and I'm all for it because it's time that the world shows talents from all walks of life. Hopefully, the NFL does better. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and then come back and see if DAVON Franklin will be logging on with some friends. Then we got our good friend at 7 p.m., Hondo VEGA, coming in all the way from Puerto Rico, only on the X-Tremitiez ENT talk show with Big Al on our Access Radio. Let's go.
Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Si tú no tienes eso, tú no te la. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Si tú no tienes eso, tú no te la. Ella tiene un flow que a todas las otras mami le da envidia. Ella tiene un billete que a todita le empatilla. La tipa Priven Fruity, muerta que es sencilla. Ella no le para que tú vengas con tu manilla. No le gustan los tigres en bulto y fronteo. Ella tiene su cuarto, siempre su vaqueo. Los tigres quilla porque la tipa no ten eso. ¿Tú crees que va a liga? Sí, tú no sueltas eso. Ella se enamora del dinero. Ella no se amarra con amor primavero. Ella lo que quiere es romperte entero. Si tú eres un palomo te lo metió entero. Yo soy un bacano, que ninguna pendeja me amarro. Yo estoy como los carros, frenándole en el aro. La tipa sabe que yo estoy claro. Que cuando yo apunto, simplemente le disparo. Simplemente le disparo. Simplemente le disparo. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Si tú no tienes eso, tú no te la. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Si tú no tienes eso, tú no te la. Date tranquila. tranquila, que llegó el tipo que a ti te vacila. El negrito monta pila, patate como Godzilla. Yo tengo el piquete que tú misma caes encima sin hacer mucha moca que te prende la tu. Bájale algo, tu bulto que yo mangue mi maleta. Tú vas a caer conmigo sin gastar mi papeleta. No me venga a mí, di que tú eres la macera. Si le lejos se te nota esa cara de miseria. Yo soy un bacanito con mi flor de bacanito, buscándome los chelitos, pero a ti no te invito. Yo soy rapidito, fácil si veo un p***, si yo a ti te lo saco rápido. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Si tú no tienes de eso, tú no te la. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Ella pide carro, dinero y bebida. Si tú no tienes de eso, tú no te la. Tú no te la das. ¿Qué pasa? No. Porque ella quiere correr a 1000, pero está en 500. Bájale algo más, que tú sabes que es lo que es conmigo, que yo soy el control de la calle. Tú sabes que lo que es, hermanito Wilmirillo. Tú sabes que lo que es de Nueva York para RD. Sin bulto. Ajá. Davidcito en la casa.
Yo no sé ni cómo actuar si yo te vuelvo a ver. Me enamoré de ti inmensamente y no sé qué pensar. Andar contigo y recorrer, besándonos sin miedo en la tempestad. No sé qué me ha pasado, quiero saber. Quiero una noche nada más. Que es amar y ahora vernos escondida en cualquier destino para mí ya es normal. Contigo aprendí que yo a tu lado las cosas son tan diferentes. Mi media mitad queda comprobado que nada nos pasa por suerte, no. Mi mano derecha Cupido, tu corazón flecha me cumplimos. Primera etapa somos amigos y ahora te persigo y solo te pido que quiero una noche nada más. 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 Quiero una noche. Dime cómo hacer contigo si no te olvido. Y cada noche te espero. Vivo como niño escondido. He perdido amigos por culpa de este desespero. Me dicen que el que sabe amar en silencio también sabe extrañar. No sé si esta locura me pasan por necio, pero me llena con hablarte. Mi mano derecha Cupido, tu corazón flecha me cumplimos. Primera etapa somos amigos y ahora te persigo y solo te pido que quiero una noche nada más. 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 Quiero una noche. Damas y caballeros, otra sección resumida de parte de Juan, que la diferencia. Y estaba en colaboración con A&X, We Love Music, Stereo Shine Entertainment, Team Monkey Entertainment.
Sometimes you gotta be broken to build yourself back up stronger, piece by piece, to appreciate the healing. So the next time you're looking for love, you know where to find it.
Late in the night and I'm faded. Say that you're not gonna make it. That's 2 times in a row for you. Feel some curving, it's overdue. Lately you're testing my patience. Baby, I think you must be mistaken. I could find me somebody new, but they won't compare the truth. Girl, you got me cocky, but sloppy. You get underneath my skin, and it drives me to no end. Look it, I ain't worried, cause they're not me, just a copy. But if you're searching for more, I'll tell you what you already know. Say, baby, if you're looking for love, dress on over, lady, you're bound to find it. Can't keep holding on to what was. You gotta be willing to trust in something. If you're really looking for love, dress on over, lady, you know it's right here. It'll come when you open up. Till then, we'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch. You know the number. We'll keep in touch. It's too late, it's your way, no way. Drop dead, gorgeous, cold case. You get what you want from them names. Trust me, we're not in the same race. You're worth a good chase, and I thought about it. I put it on the line, but you run around it. You say you needed space, so I bought a rocket. Been back in the same place, cause you got me cocky, but sloppy. You get underneath my skin, and it drives me to no end. Look it, I ain't worried, cause they're not me, just a copy. But if you're searching for more, I'll tell you what you already know. Say, baby, if you're looking for love, dress on over, lady, you're bound to find it. Can't keep holding on to what was. You gotta be willing to trust in something. If you're really looking for love, dress on over, lady, you know it's right here. It'll come when you open up. Till then, we'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch. We'll keep in touch. You know the number. We'll keep in touch.
Yes, indeed, my brother. Davon Franklin coming all the way from Philly.
Hey, what's
How
going
you
on
been?
with you, man? I'm out here in Philadelphia backstage at a little mic check session. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna D Smoke's gonna be on later on. I'm here with my buddy, you know what I'm saying, DJ Shanks Carly, you know what I'm saying, on the other end. But you know, we're just chilling and shit, you know. Back, hold up, you know. What's up, man?
Oh, what's good, my brother?
What's going on, man?
Much love, much
good
respect,
to see you, man. Yes, sir, man. Great to see you, man. How you been?
Doing great, man. Up here chopping it up with, you know, Big D, my brother, and, you know, salute
That's
to
right.
you. Always an honor and a pleasure. I see you doing great things again as usual, man. Now you got D Smoke doing that thing, huh?
Yeah, man. We just, you know, we on this War and Wonders tour, man. We did New York, man, a couple days ago on that end, man. So today we're in Philly. We did Cambridge yesterday, and then we also did Silver Springs. So this is the last day of the East Coast route, man. But it's been a beautiful experience, man.
Okay. I was just telling Davon the other night, I was just deciding just to go through some apps, and I got onto the stuff with the judging and all, and how Cardi B actually had laughed, right? Because she said he didn't have a janitor. And then by the end of that, bro, like Snoop Dogg was like, "Where you from?" and he stood his ground.
Yeah, Cardi.
And he asked him 3 times, and he stood his ground. So much salute to
You know, sometimes that's how it winds up going, man. But props to Cardi, you know what I'm saying? They showed love, and you know, they gave it to the right guy, and you know, all the other contestants were great as well, and you know, we have bonds with all of them. You know what I'm saying? Especially the last 5 that made it. So yeah, man, him winning that experience was a life changer, not only for him but for all of us. You know what I'm saying? I've been down with Smoke. I've probably been knowing him now for like 8-9 years, and I met him in the artist scene while managing, you know, Il Camille. So
right.
We all came up in the underground scene together, and I had just started managing him probably about 3 years before the show had took place. And when this opportunity came about, you know, he kept it real, man. He didn't switch up. You know, he knew I was there with him from day one, him and my other partner, Greg, who co-manages him along with myself. And it was like when he won, we all won. And he's just keeping it all legit and the same, man. And it's been a fun experience, man. And this tour has been amazing, you know.
So
we faced some pretty rugged weather in the Chicago, Detroit area, man. we faced some serious snow that, you know, us West Coast folks ain't used to it. But hey, we got through it, man. And you know, the people have been great. The reception has been great. And yeah, man, we're blessed, man. All praises to God for giving us this opportunity. You know what I'm saying, to show off our arts. And like I said, the energy has been great. Every place we've been to, man, the energy has been solid. Man, wish you could have been at the NY show, but next time, man, we'll make sure you get up in there, peace, man, when we come back, because we'll definitely be back. You know.
You know, man, you know the Bronx is your home always, brother. You know, the Bronx is always your home, and we appreciate everything that you do for hip hop. We appreciate everything
man.
Hip hop itself. Because
absolutely,
not too many
man.
people do hip-hop. And you always have a ear for great talent. You know, I've always told Davon that. You know, Shank's always got a great ear for talent, and he knows what type of artists to deal with. You know, because there are many artists out there, but you're particular about the one you select. How is that process for you?
Man, honestly, for me, man, it's just been a matter of you know, of course, the artist gotta be genuine, you know, have a good mind frame, good mindset. The music is definitely an important factor. It's not the end all be all, but it's very important to me. And I think just coming up from the era that I came up in, you know what I'm saying, I would probably be looked at and considered as being old school, I guess, on that end. But I look at myself as I'm old school, new school, fuck it, I'm true school. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with these opportunities, like say to represent my cousin Il Camille, and D Smoke, it's just been a blessing for God, man, to put these talented people around me. And you know, all I've had to do is sprinkle some little salt and pepper on what they already have on that end, and just play my role, you know, play my position, you know, managing, being an A&R, and being a curator. So I've been blessed and been lucky on that end, man. But mainly, man, you know, you got to have that chemistry with the artist, you know, both the artist and the management. You know, you got to be able to get along. You have to have camaraderie and have an understanding that, you know, takes hard work and diligence and teamwork, man, to make the dream work. Because an artist can't do it on their own. And a manager, if the manager don't have the artist to manage, you ain't managing nothing. So definitely about that chemistry and that teamwork. And like I said, man, I've been blessed and I'm glad to have been able to work with artists that have that understanding and starting off with my family, you know, which was Ill Camille, you know what I'm saying, on that end. And you know, it's been a learning lesson. You know, you learn as you go along, day by day. But overall, man, it's been a wonderful experience for me, man. And I just take it as it is and remain humble and just try to do my part, you know.
Right.
So yeah,
That's what's
man.
up. And you actually hit it right on the head with every little aspect of what it is to be a genuine leader in this industry. And that's what you are. You are a leader for the West Coast, but for hip hop itself, you know, because you have that flavor to you that you are humble and you show love. It's hard to be like that in a game like this, but you get love from everybody.
Man, I try, man. I just try to, you know, be me. I think for the people that I come in contact with, man, they recognize the authenticity, man, because I just keep it 1,000 and just do me. You know, I don't try to get over on nobody or shortchange anybody. And most importantly, I don't try to cut any corners. You know, I just try to remain genuine and authentic. And instead of, you know, worrying about being rich in dollars, try to be rich in character. It goes a longer ways. And I think people just real recognize real, and people could see that in me, man. And that's the type of energy I try to put out there and hopefully receive back in return, man. And like you said, all over with hip hop in general, it's a blessing to be there. Um, you know, to bear witness from the West Coast, some of the early upbringings, you know, coming up in the NWA era, listening to the KRS-Ones and Big Daddy Kane's and Rakim's, and, you know, the list goes on and on. That's always stayed with me. And I always go back to those records for references, or even just like, say, for instance, soaking up some game from Chuck D even today. You know what I'm saying? Because he not only performs still with Public Enemy, but he's constantly doing lectures and giving game. And for someone like him that's been in the game for a long time as an elder and has seen a lot, you can always get some jewels from him. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, he's based in the Los Angeles area now. You know what I'm saying? And also Brother Jay from X Clan. You know what I'm saying? They're based on the West Coast now. So seeing brothers like them be able to still be in the game this long, and they're able to drop jewels and give up game, it's like, that's ultimately where you want to be. You know, you want to have some type of longevity. You want to be able to have some knowledge and wisdom that you can pass right back down to the people who are coming up under you. So for me, being in my mid 40s and being able to see somewhat of somewhat of success now during this time, it's just being true to the game and being good to the game that, you know, I have to give the credit to it, you know.
Very well said and well spoken, and just hearing your expressions of of you know, your knowledge and meeting and following leaders like Chuck D and people that actually have an impact on Black History Month in general. You know, because
Yes.
Public Enemy is a worldwide figure, like you said, and he's still out there kicking jewels, giving lectures, and giving back to the community. We're
Right.
big because not too many people remember that, and I love the way you articulated the fact that being at the age that you are and still being able to appreciate, because not many people do that.
Yeah, man. very, very important to, pay homage, to those that came beforehand. And like you said, it's something, a lot to learn, from them, because being in the game for over 30 years, close to 40 years, for him to do lectures and still be killing the stage like Public Enemy, they're still doing tours and festivals and things of that nature. That's amazing. And not everybody is doing that, man. So, I just try to soak up whatever game I can and learn from the veterans, learn from the OGs, so that way I could establish some type of longevity myself, or just being able to feel good about my contributions whenever I am through with this. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, in the game that we're in, people come and go all the time, especially when it comes to rappers. They come and go all the time. So seeing those that have the longevity, you gotta have more than talent to be able to sustain in the game. And Chuck D's a perfect representative of that. He's more than a rapper, and he came into the game like that, not only as a rapper, a leader, great spokesman, even an OG to other artists that were coming up during his time. And so it's things like that. KRS-One as well, it's those type of people that I look up to and I respect a lot, and try to learn a lot, because them being around today and being able to sprinkle jewels on people like myself and even people younger than me, I think it's very important for younger generation coming up today to learn about them and to study the craft, study the generals and the OGs, because if you don't have that, you're not gonna last long. So yeah, man.
And I thank you for hitting those points. This was very educational for me personally. And shout out to Wiz who's on a check-in. I was just speaking about influences, Black history and all, and then you come on and not only grace us with your presence, but the fact that you just go into influences and people who actually set the standard for the path and what's been going on for the last 30-40 years, right? Because everything evolves, but only the true legends sustain the dangers of what this game could do, and only true teachers are able to come back and educate. And KRS-One, like you said,
Could you repeat that one more time, Brother Jose?
Yeah. Absolutely. I was just giving you credit because you was just acknowledging the heroes before us, and it being Black History Month, like people like Black History representatives of KRS-One,
right,
Chuck D, and you educated us on what they did for you. So right now, you are also setting a standard for everybody by educating the world on who set the path for you, and now you're going to be setting a path for someone else, influencing someone else.
Absolutely, yes. That's just trying to do my part.
Well, brother, you're doing it, and much appreciate you. And we hope to run into you in the future. Davon Franklin's out there with you. Hopefully, you could get some and pass out the love, and continue to do what you do, because you're making history. You don't even know it. You're making history. 10 years from now, you're gonna look back and you'll be like, I remember what Jose said. I'm making history. You're making history in Black history. Remember that.
Man,
Smoke, yo, you know what? You're making history in Black History Month, and you don't even know that.
Man, I appreciate that, Jose. I will definitely let him know, and I appreciate that, man. Honestly, Jose, you gonna always have a special place in my heart and in my world, because we made history together back in 2011, and you know, I'm gonna always be appreciative and thankful to you because you were the first person to open up your platform to us in New York, and I never forget that because it was a big situation and a big deal, not only being on the NYC, but that energy was able to translate back to LA to where you remember phones was ringing off the hook. I'm getting texts back and forth and the whole, man, y'all in New York, y'all doing it and so on, such and such and such. And I'm just, you know, appreciative of the love that you showed us and being able to offer your platform to us, being that we were new. You know, we had just connected and met. Thankful to brother DAVON Franklin for quarterbacking the play, man. But you're going to always have a special place in my world and my heart because that was very pivotal and instrumental and helpful to us, not only in the game for New York, but just the game in general. Because like I said, by us being able to do that interview online at the time, our people back at home was looking like they thought Camille was signed to a major label and not knowing that we was just, you know what I'm saying? We took the trip on the spur and was able to run into some good folks and make it happen, man. So I'll never forget that. You know, I'll always be thankful and respectful, and you were so solid with it to where it's always gonna be love there. You know what I'm saying? Always. So much respect.
Much respect to you, man. You already know. Anytime, anywhere to the day I die, I'll always support you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Jose, man. And you keep doing your thing out there, man. And you know, I'm proud of you with your accomplishments, being a spokesperson and constantly pushing the line for what you're doing and opening up your platform and opening up doors to give people a voice and speaking on important topics that we need to speak about and talk about. You know what I'm saying? And I thank you for opening up that platform and keeping that open. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just about the music. It's about discussing, you know, these topics that need to be discussed. You know?
Yes, indeed, the one and only Thomas Shea!
Much respect, man. X-Tremitiez Entertainment in the building. Much respect. My brother. Thank you. Always.
Already know, my brother. Give my love to everybody out there, the whole camp.
Will do, man. Will do. You take care, Jose.
You too, my brother. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the great Thomas Shanks representing out there from the West Coast in Philly with DAVON Franklin. DAVON Franklin, my brother from another. As always, I love you. You the man. Look at you making moves. You went from New York over to Philly right quick because you still met up with your family and you still made this happen. That's why I love you, because you don't talk it, you make it happen. DAVON Franklin always make it happen.
Word up, man. Word up, man. Yeah, no doubt, dude.
You already know, bro. We got Hondo Vega. He's probably in the next room. He's supposed to come on. So, I'd like to do this interview with Hondo Vega and yourself as well. You already know. Are you able to stick on, or you're gonna log off? Interview with Hondo. You gonna rock out?
Oh man. Yeah. Let me rock out with that. Yeah, I'm gonna rock out with that.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we're gonna come back with Hondo Vega only on the X-Tremitiez Talk Show. DAVON Franklin,
Jose Rivera.
only on I-Access Radio. Let's go.
DMX was born to be on. As far like he was a legend before he even made it.
There was a tape that was circulating of him battling at school 12.
Yeah.
It was a tape that everybody had.
Shout out to Bill Blast too.
That who we battled?
Bill Blast.
I'm a cool G when I rap on the low. I'm trying to get my money back, yo. So I stay on the gram and post like Malone, do work. Got a little Uzi like Vert. Nothing you can tell me, put holes in your belly. Watch they start calling me Machine Gun Kelly. Chump, you don't want me to dump. Say another word and I'll get my little pump. What? I'm supposed to jump, I stay on chill while they all slump. Pimpin' ain't easy, you working with a baddie. Mine send me the cash like it's a trick daddy. In the Benz, no Maybach, still lay back. Call my mom Rocky, cause she wanted ASAP. Producer, do shit y'all ain't used to. Life is good, high off life, future. Blast, don't let them steal your joy. Now I'm an outcast, still in that big boy, stay dapper. Trapper, the real McCoy, I'll clap her. Especially if I get a chance like the rapper, slapper, actor, mactor. Yeah, y'all, that's black humor. From the Big Apple, I'm a Mac user. Amazing lines. At any place in your face, I can bust a rhyme. You can get it in the club or the streets on beats, however you want it. Baby, I'm a young thug. I'm a star, a G. I'm a boss, I'm me. Nigga, I ain't got time to push a T. Only thing I'm trying to push is this brand new V. Whether locusts or ciphers, be real with me. They got nothing on you like B.O.B. Speak with my native tongue like I'm Chi Ali.
My nigga, you don't want no beef. I feel good when I'm in the streets. Mama say that it's cold, boy, grab the heat. If they running at their mouth, shoot them at their feet. My nigga, you don't want no beef. I feel good when I'm in the streets. Mama say that it's cold, boy, grab the heat. If they running at their mouth, shoot them at their feet. I want all the smoke, I want all the coke. Want it all. I want all the dough, bitch, go get some soap. Use a dirty hoe, use a dirty hoe. Young bull, young Mike, shoot like Curry though. Giving fiends the blues, serving 30s though. The trap like a nest, got the birdies though. Heard they coming for a nigga, I ain't worried though. If my man get 25, hit the jury though. New York nigga, tell by my walk. New York nigga, tell by my talk. If they get out of line, nigga, get the chalk. My niggas never run, unless it's from the law. What's the black mask for? My nigga, you don't want no beef. I feel good when I'm in the streets. Mama say that it's cold, boy, grab the heat. If they running at their mouth, shoot them at their feet. My nigga, you don't want no. My nigga, you don't want no. My nigga, you don't want no beef. I feel good when I'm in the streets. Mama say that it's cold, boy, grab the heat. If they running at their mouth, shoot them at their feet. Never trust a hoe, never chase a bitch. Never. First you get the money, comes with the shit. My niggas lay you down, fucking with the chips. The tan light brown, you could call it Chris Brown. Your shit water whip, knock 'em down, dominoes, way I order hits. And Lulu to connect, Rich pour the shit. Nigga push my buttons, then I slaughter shit. New York nigga, tell by my walk. New York nigga, tell by my talk. If they get out of line, nigga, get the chalk. My niggas never run, unless it's from the law.
EQ, who run it? Yo, just get me a blizzy or something. It's about to get lit, no frontin'. EQ been running up all of these checks, chasing these bands, racing through all of these hundreds. See me, I'm swerving the humps. I'm eating good, many hundreds. They can't in the way I be drumming. EQ say stuntin', curving your bitch like it's nothing. See me, I'm swerving the form. foreign. EQ not boring, I'm flying designer. EQ always acting real popper. Your ex niggas still in the Honda. My goonies stay towing them choppers, make them removes or run up and pop ya. See me, I'm dressed up in Prada. Never been a fan of the drama. Who you think you ahead of, not us? The fam's in this bitch and we know we the shit. Yo, bitch pulling up, you know I gotta do her. Pass it to the bros like I'm passing the sick. Look at my neck and you know it's like 6. Bro with the flu, his flow's too sick. So see my walk, just look at the drip. Bunches got the pole, he let it go quick. Bitches like what now? Niggas like what how? Like you supposed to stay down or something? Scoring these touchdowns, look at these buzz down. Call me the king like I'm Braun or something. Pull up in the lamb or something. Shoot the glizzy to the jam or something. Dance on your bitch like I'm Cameron son. She said she got 6 friends or something. Said they give a neck in the bands no front. Even they smoking the grams or something. Put them in the coffin, little nigga not walking. Time to call the mans or something. Who running? Who running? Let me get it back. And they know me for shitting on everybody. EQ, I'm the one you stay hearing about. All I gotta make is one call of Brodies. Like 5-0, they come through and air it out. Got boys going crazy on 40s. On the block, Felly got 30. Got the good gas for a 20. Then I skied off in a hurry. And my sniper, he shoot it like Curry. EQ, I'm hitting the race. Rockin' V-Lone in a Wraith. They calling me Kika the Great. I'm all about headlines. What is the deadline? EQ, I'm breaking the rules. I got me some triplets, got me some twinsies. Who I'ma pick on no clue. My brody been bustin', I just stay clutching. Bro be like, shoot, I'm like who? EQ, I always been bull. VV's always been a pool. All fight all up on the sneaks. So I guess that means I'm bougie. If you see shorties at the O, those are all EQ groupies. And they naked in the koozies. My goonies stay towing them Uzis. EQ, I'm going up the perkies. I love it when bitches give slurpees. All I smoke is gas, you know my numbers hitting. We lifted. EQ one of a kind, you know the kid is different. I'm different. Niggas hating on me, but it's cool. Guess I got rich too soon. Guess I got rich too soon. Yeah. Guess I got rich too soon. Hey, EQ. Who run it? The fams. Who run it? The fams. Who run it? Man, you know who run it. The fams.
Hold on. Yes, sir. You know the vibes. It's your favorite Bronx nigga, man. EQ. Hey, hey. Dressing all black like a ninja. With the smoke, Lord knows I'm a sinner. All this lean quarter body on my liver. I'm a hot-head, cold-blooded killer. Real street nigga in the hood with my white tee. When it come to beef, we don't...
Yes. Indeed, we are back. The greatest on internet radio show on the planet. Each and every way, 6 to 7:55. DAVON and I, the guys that hit you in the sky. Thank you to DAVON Franklin for that valuable interview with That's right, our friend returned all the way from Puerto Rico. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hondo Vega. What's going on, dude?
What's going on, man? How you doing? What's up, Devon?
How you doing? We got you in Puerto Rico. We got DAVON in Philadelphia. And we got me up in Orange County, New York. So you already know. And we got Al Williams in the Bronx. So we all over. That's how we do. Each and every Wednesday, we all over. Worldwide. Hondo Vega, what's going on, baby?
What's up? What's up? How you doing? What's going on? So what, DAVON, what's up? What's up, Alan? How you doing? Thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Likewise. Yo, I got a lot of music in the background where I'm at, so my mic's gonna be muted a little while, so you know.
Man, I've been there.
But you gotta talk to the brother, dog.
How you been, man?
Right, man. I hope you're doing it too, man.
Nice.
DAVON is at a concert right now. He didn't want to miss your interview. We want to be in your interview. So, you know what I'm saying? Because we got love for you. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
talk about what you got coming out right now since the last time you've been on the show. What's been going on?
Well, you know, it's just one song after another. You know, it's a release after a release. A day in the life of me, as in anybody else's life, is just happens to be me. So, right now, I'm working on something. Well, I worked on something called Confidence, so I'm working on promoting it now. It's kind of like an obscure housey, funky type, quiet jam tune that Devon I know will like. So I know that's the kind of, whatever I throw like in that form, I know, when it's too funky, then I'm just gonna admit it. So that's the song about confidence. There's a lot of things, and you know me for a long time, Jose. We went to school together. I'm kind of like quiet, and I'm not quiet, but I'm not one of those loud dudes, and I'm not all out there like that. And every time, there's people, like everybody has problems and self doubts and shit like that, and that's life. And I don't know. The song just came out. It happened to because when I write a song, the music comes first, and the lyrics. I think about what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, I guess, at the moment or at the time, or how whatever hits me harder. And it just, and little by little, it just made me realize, there's a lot of things that, like have self doubts about something, but it's not everything. I'm a confident person, as in general, as everybody is. You got your daily responsibilities, you do your job, you get your shit done. You just go on with life. But there's things, like some people are more out there and some people are not. And me, I'm always like, thinking about like if I do this, if it does good. But one thing I know, because the point of the song is one thing I know is that whatever I doubt of my life, I don't doubt my music. I don't doubt it for nobody. And it's weird because I can't, people will say it and everybody's, has their own opinions and everybody says, yeah, my music is this and that. But I kind of gather facts and intelligence and based on what people think about my music actually. And a lot of times people are like, okay, that's cool. There's here and there's criticisms and here and there, that's fine and everything. But in the end, I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing because I do it because sometimes I hear things out there and I can't deal with it. So I gotta come in and say, man, this is how I'm doing it. I'm not the best singer in the world. That's good. I'm not the best. You're not gonna find the best. I'm more of a percussion player, but my music is electronic. So as my music is electronic, I kind of like it's kind of different playing live sessions because I don't play drums live that much anymore. But when I come out with something, I always say, you know what, if I was younger, me when I was younger, when I go on stage, I let everybody know I was gonna kick their ass. And I kicked their ass, in the festival, like at Noche Beach and stuff like that one time. So only because I live in Puerto Rico, you guys can't feel the full power of the Hondo VEGA, but I want to go out there next year and I want to try to, get like a session going, like somewhere, like do 5 or 6 songs that I got and, just do something, But that's what the song is about. No matter whatever self-doubt you have, whatever you have a passion for, whatever you don't, whatever like somebody tries to mess with your mind, for me, my music is the bottom line and that's it. That's it. I even made a t-shirt of it. See?
Confidence.
So yeah. So yeah,
okay,
and
so it makes sense. It makes sense now. I was gonna ask you, yo, bro, what is it about the confidence? But you actually took me down memory lane, and I was like, yo, it's true what he is saying. When we was in school, he wasn't one of those dudes that was like noticeable, but at the same time, if you got out of pocket, you got punched out in the face from somebody you ain't even least suspect.
yeah. That was when I had long hair. You talking about when I had long hair?
Yeah.
yeah, but that was I felt the same way, but that music back then, that music wasn't really mine because it was so hard for me to make music. I was a solo artist. I didn't even have a studio. So I used to steal samples and take a sample from this song and take a sample from this other song and take a sample from this song and like take 5 or 7 samples and then I just make it into one song and it would be my song. And you probably wouldn't really notice it because let's say the melody was from like an English track You know, like let's say a guitar melody was from an English track, the bass was like from a jazz tune you never heard before, the drums was like from John Cicada. You know, that old song he had. I forgot that song. You know, just another day. I think. Yeah, like you know, that's how I made Revolution, and that guitar track was from George Michael, and nobody knew that. But I couldn't really release it. I could only play it live, and every time I played live, I play it, but I couldn't release it nowhere because of the copyright. And that's how I started. But once
that's very important, because people that don't even know, they do that now a lot. You know, people get on other people's tracks, right? Or they do remixes on other people's tracks, and then they wonder why, when it's time to get paid, they get their money taken. They don't understand that copyright is real. Davon, do you agree?
Yeah, it is. But it's now it's different nowadays. But back then it was just like a one-way lane. Like you couldn't really take it, and you had to pay for it. And it was like, if you wanted to take a copyright something of a song, you had to pay like hundreds or thousands. Now it's kind of different, because you could release something differently, and there's like a system you can release a cover.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's up to 6 seconds of a sample you could use now too.
Oh yeah, well, but you know, sampling, that was my advantage back then, but not now. Now I got Logic Pro X, and for me, Logic Pro X is the same thing of what I was doing back then, except that now I can do it legally because I got my own system, got my own studio, and then I got my own controller, and I can play some things. I can play some bass lines now, you know, so it's better for me. So I think that's what makes me more into it, you know, and that's what gives me like the drive to keep doing it. It's my therapy, man, because I stopped doing it for a while, and I got depressed, and I got real depressed that that's when I bought my studio. I said, you know what, this is it right here. I gotta buy it, because if anything, if I don't, it'll just drive you crazy. You just gotta go what you love to do, you know.
It's interesting you to mention that, because not a lot of people really respect that fact, that what you just said, that it's a therapy. A lot of people use music to hurt people. A lot of people use music to just escape. But when you say that you use it as a therapy and actually do work on it, where you are so talented to come out with the work that you do, it is actually inspiring. And you know, that should be acknowledged.
Well, it is. The therapy is kind of an escape. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of an escape for me. I'm gonna admit that. If that's a bad thing, I don't know, but it helps me. You know, it helps me with my self-control. You know what I mean? And it reminds me in some way, like everybody got their own way. It reminds me that I'm a badass when it comes to that. It's like it's like I'm painting something. It's like when it's like it's like a child. You create a song. It's like your child, right? It's like your baby. So you kind of nurture it, you bring it up, and you grow it up, and you put it out there, and you hope, you know, at least it's a good-looking baby. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say, "Oh, look at a beautiful baby, cute baby, nice baby." You know, you want that. You know, and somebody gonna be like, "Oh shit, that fucking baby's ugly, man." You know, then you have to kind of figure it out, like what you're gonna do, and you know, kind of come to like. And I have my realizations too, like on my singing and stuff like that. I know I'm not a great singer. I'm all right. I thought about what's this kid? Was it Al Green?
At least you don't auto-tune. At least you don't auto-tune or do stuff like that. At least you don't auto-tune.
No, I record. I do over and over and over until I kind of get it right, so I can't auto-tune, and the Logic is tempting. And there's some pieces like cutoffs and things like that I can do, but you know, sometimes, you know, I'm not gonna waste my time on that. It's just I want to throw you with a quick jam, and sometimes, you know, like this song doesn't have any backgrounds. It's just a solo single vocal, and I was gonna throw backgrounds in it, but then I thought of a couple of songs that just don't have any background vocals. And I think it was Al Green or something like that. And I hear there's like a jam that I know of one of those singers that they sing a song and it's a beautiful song and it's just a solo, like a solo vocal. So I put the song on Submit Hub. There's a thing called Submit Hub, and to me that's like a really kind of a valid place that you submit your song and you get valid criticism of it. And I've always got criticism that the song was good, great. I just got to fix the vocal here and there. And I said, that's fine. And I love it. And they're right. They're not wrong about it. They're right. But it is what it is, man. I hear something. I hear like once I want to stop on a song, like, okay, that's it. Let's do it. Just bring it out.
So
grow it up.
Without further ado, since you talking like you confident about your track, we're gonna release worldwide right now, only on Access Radio. Worldwide debut. Confident for Hondo VEGA.
1 2 1 2.
For a way out from the bullshit and the takeout. There's a product, new uncut rhythm, a new get high for your system. I can tell you where to go. Down the corner, ask for Hondo. You got what you need for a 20. Pass it under, and in return you'll get a nice bag full of confidence. Confidence. Now you only take it once. Wait a minute, feel the rush. Don't get it twisted. It's not a drug. It's just my sound that makes you want to get down and join a funky band called Confidence. Confidence. Yeah. Go ahead and shake your confidence. Hey. That Hondo VEGA confidence. Here we go. Can you feel it? Oh, I feel it too. That's right. I'm here all night. Slide it to me, baby. Yeah, yeah. Can you feel it? Oh, I feel it too. Confidence. Yeah.
It's just my sound that makes you want to get down and join our funky band called Confidence. Confidence, yeah. Go ahead and shake your confidence, baby. That Honda VEGA confidence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was a banger. That was a banger.
Yeah, thank you.
And now this is a man.
I drink
This
to
is a
that.
man that's at a hip hop concert.
I drink to that, dude.
Oh, look. Nice cup. But this is a man that's got his headphones at a hip hop concert with hip hop beats, listening to your music and telling you your shit is a banger. Okay.
Yeah, that was real dope.
That's funny, dude.
Real dope.
That's cool, man. So yeah, I hope you like it. It's out this Friday.
Also, we got the worldwide debut. Like I said, it was worldwide debut.
Very, very musical. Very musical. I was feeling it, man. Very funky.
Yeah, man. I'm very into, you know me, man. I'm very into P-Funk, Rick James, Prince, you know, and you know the freestyle of the Bronx, the house music, you know, that all goes together, man. So
And my guy, you had my guy over here nodding his head. He got a chance to hear a little bit of it too. So like, yeah, you got a banger, man.
yeah, that's cool, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, man. Cool.
You already know.
That's all it takes,
So
man.
I know you don't want me to do this, but I needed the world to see where it all originated from and like some where the talent just like flourished at what point in his career. So
Oh yeah, I know where you're getting at.
without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, you see the guy that you see sitting in front of you right now versus the guy that's about to be seen on the TV right now.
The guy with
But
no
this is
hair
only
right now.
mature. This is the maturity. This is the maturity. And you know what? The man, you know, he's a silver fox right now. You know what I'm saying? The ladies love him. You know what I mean? So shout out to Hondo VEGA. You know what I mean? But this is what we're going to show you right now. It's something from when, you know, he was in his like genesis of the female he became. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, DAVON, don't freak out. This is Hondo VEGA.
It's funny, yo.
She's got a sexy body.
Rap City. That reminds me of Ralph McDaniels back in the days type videos.
Yeah, right.
Remember sitting on TV?
That was a
I used to
million
have
years ago,
I used to have to hang at the antenna just to watch Ralph McDaniels. That's what's up, bro. You see, you didn't want me to pull out the vote, huh?
Yeah, right.
Sex symbol back then.
Yeah, I have fun, man. That day we have fun doing that video. I had so much fun, and it was, it was. I actually recorded that song again, so I'm thinking about releasing that song again. A little updated, but yeah, because I thought about it. So, but yeah, that was the first or the second
that
video.
was the genesis, right? That was the genesis. So now I got a follow up because I gotta let people see that how far back we go. You know what I mean? And I love showing talent and see the progression and listen to the progression from then to now. That's what we appreciate because that's what we do. We provide the platform for everybody to see that, this person actually is a talented individual in the music business, because not everybody progresses. People stay and then they quit, right?
Yeah.
So without any further ado, we got one more for you, right?
Oh Lord, okay.
Let's go.
All right. At least I know.
Look into the bathroom mirror. Another day is just gone by. Pause. But it feels the end is nearer. A shade of pain and then we die. Step into my place of worship. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Hey, hey. Conversations with the Virgin. To keep the chest space deep inside.
With the walk off and all.
There you go. That's when that beautiful long hair, man.
Yo, I like that record though. That was a pretty good record. I like it.
Yeah, that was the one that's full of samples. The one that was full of samples. As I expected, yeah, man. Because it was already. You pick those samples that are already mastered, and all you gotta do is just mix them together. I mean, come on. But it was called being a thief. So I couldn't do that for long. So. But that's when I went into the studio with Izzy, and he actually recorded it for me. So, which is cool.
I remember. I remember, and I remember when you remixed it and all.
Yep.
But I just wanted to bring that back because it's like I said, it shows a progression, and your talent and your career, where you've been, the sound you had back then versus the sound you have now, and
right.
You know, and we love you, man. We love you. We you know what I'm saying? We love we love it. We love.
I love you too. You know that.
And you already know.
I miss y'all, man. I'm way out here, man.
Hey, yo, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to get up out of here on this interview and attend these shows, man. But yo, I want to talk with you and give you love. I always look forward to seeing you, Mr. Vega, Mr. Rivera, Jose, Big Al. Yo, I'll be seeing y'all, and we're gonna get back up, all right?
All right, man. I got you on the next one.
Anyway, right now we're about to log on Davon Franklin from Philly. With West Coast, we got Hondo Vega coming in from Puerto Rico already. You already know. Let them know where they could get your stuff at right quick, Hondo. Where they could promote your music. Get it right quick.
HondoVega.com or Spotify. Just find me on Hondo Vega. That's it. Facebook, Hondo Vega. Instagram, Hondo Vega. TikTok, Hondo Vega. Hondo Vega, Hondo Vega. That's it.
And our Access Radio Streaming TNT, Hondo Vega. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Go check out the new song, Confidence, and build up your confidence and dance and shake it off. Happy Black History Month. As you know, we are all here together. We love each other, and we appreciate our Access Radio for giving us another week to be able to perform what is known as entertainment and provide a platform to artists so that they themselves can promote what they love most. Love each other. If I learned something more today than I did yesterday, it wasn't a day wasted a life. Hondo Vega, thank you for coming on this week and showing us love all the way from the Caribbean and Puerto Rico. Al, thank you for always allowing us to be able to let our word out to the world. And shout out to Joey Bees and my family who's coming on next. We got Hood to Hood Radio coming on next. Love my brothers, always doing big things. You already know. And we's about to go. Love you. And if it ain't
all right, bro.
DX,
love you too, my brother. Thanks, Alan. Take care, man.
Puerto Rico, DX to Philly.
Yep, exactly, bro.
All
right, man. You already know. Alan, take care. Thank you, man. You're cool. Later.
ENT Talk Show, our Access Radio Worldwide. Hondo Vega, Al Williams, Davon Franklin. Love you. Stay safe.
All right, bro. Love you.
Yeah. I'm going to battle.
I love Chris Rich.
Yeah. I'm going to battle. Just me and my shadow. Play on my demons, carry the demons, smoking gelato. Play on my time, not on my watch. What am Movado? Demon low, yeah. All them hollows gon' follow. I'm going to battle. Just me and my shadow. Play on my demons, carry the demons, smoking gelato. Play on my time, not on my watch. What am Movado? Demon low, yeah. All them hollows gon' follow. Aim for the stars. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Aim for the stars. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Aim for the stars. Yeah. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Yeah. pressure. None more, nigga, none lesser. 9 Ninas all on the dresser. Ain't a killer, but don't test it. Hold on, demon. Got the drop, the town hot. You ride around in the big drop. The big body while your man's plot. It be your homies from the sandbox. It explains why your man's not. Pussy nigga got your man's locked. Yeah. My ex-bitch wanna get up. She still fuck with that nigga. And I ain't stupid, it's a setup. So both of them got wet up. I'm going to battle. Just me and my shadow. Play with my demons, carry the demons, smoking gelato. Play on my time, not on my watch. Word of Movado. Demon low, yeah. All them hollows gon' follow. I'm going to battle. Just me and my shadow. Play with my demons, carry the demons, smoking gelato. Play on my time, not on my watch. Word of Movado. Demon low, yeah. All them hollows gon' follow. Aim for the stars. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Aim for the stars. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Aim for the stars. Yeah. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Yeah. This one a daddy. I'm back and I'm ready. Whipping a Chevy, trap out the telly, strapping the deli. Your bitch a 10, okay. My bitch a 20. Steady. You gotta aim steady. Leave his face in spaghetti. Demons on me, I'm ready. Feel like Nas up in belly. Ain't shit, you could tell me. Never. Demon. Big dog and I'm leaning. Big drip, Aquafina. Shorty 5, so I steam her. I'm going to battle. Just me and my shadow. Play on my demons, carry the demons, smoking gelato. Play on my time, not on my watch. Word of Movado. Demon low, yeah. All them hollows gon' follow. I'm going to battle. Just me and my shadow. Play on my demons, carry the demons, smoking gelato. Play on my time, not on my watch. Word of Movado. Demon low, yeah. All them hollows gon' follow. Aim for the stars. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Aim for the stars. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Aim for the stars. Yeah. Hit a op, then applaud. Hit a op, then applaud. Yeah.
Access Radio, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Hi, Janelle, celebrity vocal coach right here, and I am a part of Give It Life.
And ratchet,
and real extra ratchet, raunchy.
That'll be everywhere, like.
Brother's shop is upstairs, so we down here by our house, man. We leave that up to Vito.